make a little announcement here. Okay. Here we go. Send you a little ping. I guess there's no real reason to ping you in the announcement there. It's kind of habit to like whenever I use someone's name, like the add-on.
I mean, you might as well just unping me there.
Yeah. It doesn't hurt that much. Minimizing the harm. Okay. We got a couple minutes here, and there isn't really much to talk about here at the moment. Like, because we've only had a few games. I am currently number one in the tournament. Like, this may be the first time that's ever happened.
For any amount of time.
For a very brief amount of time, I'm number one after 3 games.
Well, I mean, you had a good 3 games.
Yeah, not bad, not bad. It wasn't astounding, but out of those, yeah, just happened to do the best out of the 3 players in those 3 games, and that's enough to put me first in the entire tournament.
But these are the second 3 games, so we could definitely see someone overtake you.
Yes, they definitely. Especially Len. Len may shatter all records because Len has that severe aggression and can
Yeah,
take a lot of points.
it is kind of funny to be like the person who we are most scared of at this table is Lynn when there are 2 masters, one of which is Remy, who is a master of 3
Yeah,
and a very, very good Mahjong player,
yeah,
who I've been playing with recently, but like
yeah,
but Lynn is horrifying. Like Lynn is
yeah.
an actual demon at the Mahjong table.
Yes, yes, yeah. There's the people who you're scared of because you know that they will like reduce you gradually over time into a pile of dust because they're just that good. And then
I
there's
I I still have like nightmares about the first ever Mahjong tournament I played in,
Mhm.
and the first ever game I ever played in a Mahjong tournament ever. I was sitting at a table with Lynn, and Lynn
Uh-huh.
went plus 100 in one game.
Yeah. Yeah. Len, like, yeah, definitely has that aggressive mindset and is less predictable. Like, someone who's a master 3, they're going to beat you through pure skill and knowledge of information on the board and stuff like that. But they're not going to take huge risks, so they're predictable to some extent.
Right.
Um,
They're not going to beat you through satanic ritual like Lynn
yes,
will.
yes. Because yeah, like players can just suddenly hit you with a Baimon out of nowhere, and they just used dark satanic sacrifices to achieve that. All right, so I'm behind the
And
dealer here. Show
no,
of both hands.
behind the
Okay.
dealer, who is in fact Lynn.
Yep, first dealer. Doesn't really make that much of a difference because there's no Gariyame, so there's not much of an advantage to being the final dealer. So yeah.
Yeah,
What?
no, there's no Agariame. This tournament has a pretty
Mhm.
standard rule set
Yeah,
for a Mahjong tournament. There's no red fives,
yeah.
no tips, 5 plus 10 seconds,
No draws. Well, probably are there any draws actually?
no draws.
No draws. And no red fives. No Agariyame.
Normal Uma.
Mhm. And to be clear, what Agariyame means is that just means that the last dealer, if they have the highest score and they win the round, then it ends. So that like the last dealer advantage, basically.
Ipeko is
Mhm.
or Fomotaku, I should say, is currently 1 away.
Oh yeah, that's a great hand up there. At Kanchan,
Really
not
wants
best,
to
but
draw into 6 mon. Could
yeah. Um, but I mean, since that's something that I'm curious about in terms of these like tournament games. Like, it's hard for me to know what the push in East One. What is the altered like push fold or not push fold, but what should you Ricci on? You know what I'm saying? Like if it's a Ricci only hand, there's no red fives. Everything's equal. Um, it's hard. Like I don't really have a good handle on that. Like if you were in Homotaku's position, would you just Ricci given the chance on a 6 month?
if I was forced to wait on the 6 mon,
Yeah. Maybe
I
you're not
mean,
the best person to ask that.
yeah, I was gonna say I would take this chi though. I would have done exactly what
Yeah,
Lin
yeah,
just did. Lin's now waiting on
yeah,
the six though for Tanya only.
yeah. Absolutely. I mean, this is totally upgradable. Not committed to it. So no, yeah. Oh, gonna take
Ooh,
this
but
con.
they drew a five mon, so now they're just waiting on the seven so, which they did sort of a backwards thing. We were talking about would you take Ricci only on
Uh-huh.
the Kanchan weight, but what they did
Mhm.
instead was they upgraded the value of their hand, and Lin dealt right in.
Yep. That's
Which is
unfortunate.
totally fair. That Forso set up the Suji trap.
Right.
Oh, the Ura. So the Apatsu and the Ura upgraded that from a two on hand to a neat
Yeah.
little Rangan there.
That's unfortunate. Like no matter what, even in these with his tournament rules, you just get unlucky and you magically get hit by a Mongun.
I would have
The
taken that
Apatsura.
Insta as I would have taken that Insta as well because the reason Lin
Yeah.
just chose to discard the seven so instead of the six so is because
Hmm.
it was Suji.
Right.
So that was a very good trap set up by
Hmm.
Fomataku there.
Right. Oh, Len.
Izuka. This hand looks
Hmm.
like it's incredible, and
Hmm.
then I realized that it's just all Kanchans.
Yeah, the
Although a
shapes are not
456
great.
Kanshoku,
I think Len has a very nice hand here in terms of speed, even with that Penshan having those Hatsu. If that Hatsu actually comes out, pretty nice and
ooh,
speedy hand.
is Izuka's opening for the 456 Kanshoku.
Oh yeah,
Meanwhile, Remy's
yeah.
already Tenpai for. I mean, that is Ricci Dora 1, I guess it'll be,
Right.
since the 8 pin is Dora.
Yeah, and Izuka not really having much choice other than to fold, being so far from Tenpai.
Well, I mean, but what are you going to fold with? Do you
Yeah,
discard the 4 pin next turn, you think?
yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, that's a good question. Like, there's not really any good any good options here. Would you say that Izuka should push? Like, it's very difficult to do either way.
I think Izuka just made a very fair Mawashi decision to
Hmm.
discard the one mon.
Hmm.
It didn't advance her hands at all,
Hmm.
but terminals just kind of in general typically maybe a little bit are going to be safer than simple.
Right. Yeah. Like, I mean, there wasn't really anything better to discard, was there?
Well, the 4 pin for safety and the 6 pin
Oh,
or
right.
seven.
Yeah. The four pin being safe. Yeah. I don't know. I wonder if um yeah, I don't know. Like, is there really much chance of getting this hand into Tenpai?
No, not since you were kind of relying on cheese,
Yeah.
and now that it's called Ricci, though the five
Mhm.
pin and the five mon are a lot less likely to come out.
What kind of cheese? Like mozzarella or what?
I mean, more of a sharp cheddar in this case.
Oh, we have fun. Um, yeah, I feel like like maybe maybe Izuka should have just dropped that four pin because like may as well commit to folding as best you can, being
Lin,
so far.
Lin did it. Lin did the Lin thing that Lin does.
Yeah,
That's
that
Sansoku, Dora 1, Ipatsu, Ricci,
yeah,
Ura 1
that's amazing. Yeah, that Penshan weight.
for a Hanuman.
Was that a Suji trap or anything? I mean, the it was sort of like Suji against the Gembutsu of the earlier Richie or something, but yeah,
Uh,
not too great.
yeah, I don't know why the 7 pin was chosen over anything else. At that point, I feel like you do kind of just need to
Hmm.
fold once there's two Ricci's and your hand's so far away and has no value. So the 3 mon probably would have been a better discard for
Right.
Izuka, but
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like Yuzuka like did well avoiding the Patsu, but then maybe didn't commit well enough to the fold there. If I was to give a criticism, and
ooh,
I yeah.
this is a gorgeous Honitsu.
Yeah, really nice Honitsu with those two Dora in there. Nothing to complain about, especially in these tourney rules. Well, I guess it would be nicer if that was a Yakuhai, but still, it's going to be a dealer Mangan. You can't complain.
I think to point out, we were talking about Lin's aggression. I feel like a lot of players
Hmm.
there, after cheating the 3 4 5 pin, would have
Hmm.
discarded the one mon and kept the north as a safe tile.
Right.
Lin has no
Yeah.
time for that garbage.
Yeah. Yeah. That.
Although the one mon is pretty nice. If you draw the two mon, you can have a
Yeah.
complex. Wait.
this is a good comment that when you have that 1-3-4 shape and you don't have a pair, you're much more incentivized to keep it, even though you might think that that 1 mon is totally worthless. So yeah.
Fomitaku is one away here.
Mm. Yeah, having to deal with all these open hands, but I'm just gonna push to death probably. What else are you gonna do?
Yeah, well, I mean, now it's absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah, it's a really nice one away. I mean, kind of. Still have that 8-9 shape in there, but yeah, we'll see.
I wonder what.
Oh, look at
There's the 7.
that.
What
uh,
do you call it? Oh, well, I mean, you're not calling Ricci, but like, what do you wait on here? Do you discard the 5-so and wait on 1-4-so?
that's a good question. Hold on. What is?
Discard the Dora. Chaperone
Interesting.
wait on the 1-2.
Yeah,
Which
that's interesting.
there's one out of each. No, both of the 2-so are gone because the 2-so is
Mhm.
the Dora indicator tile. So this is
Oh
a
yeah.
hell wait.
Oh
Discarded
yeah.
a Dora if it took a hell wait. I
Yeah.
think I would have discarded I think I
Yeah.
might have discarded the 5-so.
Yeah. I wonder if Homotaku may have missed that indicator. It's really easy to miss, and yeah, that's just brutal. Maybe it'll come
Yeah,
out. Maybe the one will
that
come
did
out.
that did end up helping Lin significantly because
Mhm.
Lin was able to safely discard the Dora, knowing
Mhm.
that it was safe against Fomitaku's hand, and is now Tenpai waiting on the 2-mon and the 5-mon, which is
Oh,
going to deal in right now.
yep. Yeah, Len is really wreaking some havoc here. Still second place, but still wreaking havoc regardless. Yeah. This Honitsu, yeah, didn't come to fruition. Oh well.
And it wouldn't have come to fruition no matter what Fomitaku had discarded
Yeah.
waiting on. It's just I do wonder if Lin would have continued pushing
Hmm.
if she did not know that the door was safe against the obvious so half flush.
Yeah. Let's see what Len does here. Starting out with that those souths. Maybe just go for like a fast open hand. Seems pretty
There is a lot of
reasonable.
incentive to do that.
Yeah.
Izuka also opening up, which I feel like there would be value in
Hmm.
for Izuka to just like to wait around in this case, at
Yeah.
least for the second West.
Yeah, this is a situation where Izuka's pretty far behind. We're in East 4 and doesn't have value really. So it's not much of a value proposition to win a small hand for Izuka compared to just seeing what happens and trying to build some value somehow. Uh, Kind of a situation where it's not worth winning unless you get some value. Uh, how close is what is Len doing? Looks like Len
Lin
is
is
still
one
like
away.
2 away.
Oh, 2 away. You're right. You're right. You're right. Has too many shapes.
Yeah. So I was wondering if Len is thinking about going for like a, but it doesn't look like it. Yeah.
God, I think I throw away the Hatsu here because could have created a 2-3-4 Sanchoku,
Mhm.
but Fomitaku is gonna win first on that
Oh
Kanchan.
yeah. Everyone going for cheap hands. um, yeah, I was a bit confused by Len San because like, is that Chitoy or what is that? It's just too many shapes.
That hand was so fast that Remy didn't have a chance to even get to 2 away. I think
Yeah.
Remy was still 3 away.
Yeah, that's too
Oh, this
bad.
is. Do you push this to Chanta?
I hardly ever go for Shanta, so I'm a bad person to ask. I think I probably would have just gotten rid of the like the east here or the south rather, and kept that 5. Just try and build something. Because of this can it looks like Len is going for Honitsu, which is fair. I mean, there's enough shapes for it. That's the only way to get value.
I don't like
I
throwing
don't
away
know.
Ariane though.
Yeah. I don't know. The thing is that given how hard it is to get value, the getting a 12k point hand here or higher. Well, let's see how high can this go? I think it'll just be 12k unless another Dora pops up and both
Yeah.
Yakuhai come in. Um, so yeah, but I mean yeah. Oh,
Yep. Here's
okay.
Tenpai. You take it for sure.
Yeah, it's kind of a weak hand, but it's something.
And unfortunately, Izuka has the Hatsu, which I am like almost 100% certain is going to come out this round.
Uh, And Lin pushing. Not much else to do, I guess. Could drop the Hatsu or something, or the Haku.
Oh, Izuka just dropped the 2 peen into that. I wonder what Izuka's planning on doing with that Hatsu. Well, there it is. And with the Ricci stick, is this
Mhm.
going to? I wasn't counting. Yeah, this is definitely going to put Lin over.
Yep.
Lin's in first now.
Yep. It does feel a bit disappointing not to get the 12K there, but yeah, take it. That's a good first. It's South 1, so it doesn't really mean anything, but yeah. It's pretty nice shapes here.
Remy and Remy unfortunately just like has kind of been trapped. Fomotaku had one
Mhm.
absolutely massive hand, which won, and
Mhm.
then Lin has just been doing a whole lot of murder
Mhm.
specifically on Izuka.
Yeah.
So Remy's just been a spectator so far, but I
Yeah.
wonder if Remy will open up having the double Yaku high.
Yeah. Maybe will, because yeah, I mean, what else is there to do really? Doesn't really gain anything by letting it play out because Izuka could steal third. I feel like Remy may as well just go for whatever they can get here.
I would like to be within Mangan Ron range of
Hmm.
Fomotaku as well, like
Hmm.
being able to roll on anybody else.
Hmm.
Yeah, Izuka has two Dora in hand, but it's just not very pretty at all,
Yeah,
which is very disappointing.
would really be nice to be able to open when you've got multiple Dora, especially in the tourney game. That's a nice draw.
Then, then again, Len's hand also not really coming together. The 3/6 peen is still kind of ugly,
Yeah,
and holding on to the Haku and
yeah,
Hatsu, which is just inevitably going to end up going into Rimi's hand at some point, unless she decides to hold on to it
yeah,
for eternity.
yeah. This is a really boring round so far. None of these hands really advancing. So we'll see. Oh, dueling Haku. Well, it's just gonna get more boring. Well,
Wow. I'm
yeah.
I'm impressed Len drew the second one. I mean, she's been holding on to that isolated Haku and Hatsu for about 7 years.
I wonder if what Len is thinking here, maybe wanting to hmm, but passed on that. So yeah, just going for
Ooh.
whatever. Okay, Homotaku opening for simples. Okay, so whoever
Which
whoever.
which makes
Sorry.
sense.
Yeah.
Fomotaku definitely doesn't want Lin
Hmm.
having another dealership, and Lin now.
Yeah.
All right, there's the Hatsu Remy needed, so now Lin can get it out of her hand.
Yeah, and Len was really holding on to that Hatsu. Um,
Hmm, she's keeping it.
yeah, this could become a Sananko theoretically.
Yeah, Remy pushed the hell out of this hand. Had to discard an absolute mountain of Manzu. And then
Yeah,
after discarding a mountain of Manzu, was finally able to discard all the Sozu, and has now created a Honitsu that is one away. Honitsu
yeah,
Toitoi one away, as a matter of
yeah,
fact.
and holding on. Yeah, everybody loves the dragons this round.
Yeah, but this I really like Remy's shape here.
Hmm.
You're in a situation where you can pawn the white dragon 8 or 4 peen for Toy Toy, but
Oh,
until that second 6 peen was discarded, also had kind of a two-sided, a kind of like a fake Ryoncon,
we'll see if
but elected to discard it.
Len pulls out his Suanko here at the end. I'm ready for it.
Izuka is now one away after
Hmm.
the long, long wait.
Yeah, this has been such a slow round, and yeah, Remy's still not in Tenpai. Like, just those tiles just not going to come out.
Yeah, and part of the problem is those two Haku are being hoarded by Lin.
Yeah, and it's probably pretty obvious to both of them that that's the case, or that it's very likely the case, that there's a dueling Haku situation. Oh, and there's the 6.
Ooh, there's Tenpai for Fomotaku. Now waiting on the 4/8. Nope, that's not true. The 5/8, so. And
Oh,
then
that 8.
Tenpai as well for Izuka waiting on the 7 peen.
Oh, okay, yeah. If Homotaku had dropped that 8, that would have been
Oh,
Tenpai.
Tenpai! Suanko Tenpai on the final
well,
draw.
well, heck yeah.
You can't win. And Remy just like couldn't get to Tenpai.
Wow, look at this. Okay, this is something.
I really feel like we should have warned Remy about about what was going to happen at this table.
Yeah, so okay, we got the situation with these Dora. Everyone is holding on to all the Dora. Homotaku and Remy gonna have to either drop those or keep them forever with this distribution. And Len just getting that blessed draw there.
God, and like having the South to go along with the Dora. So now, even if they end up being your
Yeah,
pair, it's no big deal. Honestly,
yeah,
I would really hesitate. Like, I would not have thrown away that 3-peen. I would have thrown away
yeah,
the 1 because
yeah,
I
absolutely.
want to win this hand ASAP.
Yeah, this is 100% efficiency. The Honitsu does not matter that much.
Lynn disagrees.
Len is the demon, we know. But yeah, I would absolutely be thinking, okay, if I have a chance to get that instant Mangan, like I need that 12,000 points. I'm
Honitsu will make it a Hanuman though.
Yep, 50% more points, not really worth any real sacrifice to efficiency. I think.
Champon weight on the Formon in the South. Oh God,
Yep.
Izuka has the South. Why does Izuka keep drawing Lynn's bad weights?
This is a blessed game for Len, a cursed game for Izuka, unfortunately.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Is discarding the Wests and
yeah,
not discarding that South, which is
yeah,
good.
yeah. Recognizes the safety of those Wests. I'm not sure exactly why Izuka is discarding those though. It's not. It's really inefficient. Well, I guess there's a lot of pairs. Well, was that was the third pair wanting to get rid of it? I guess.
Lynn could change up the weight to the 1 mon in the South now,
Oh, that was
which
the
I
fourth
think I
pair
would take.
actually. I wonder if I was Izuka, I might have been going for like Chitoy there, or considering the possibility of Chitoy and keeping those Wests.
I do feel like you're always considering the possibility of Chitoy though.
Uh, yeah, if depending on the shapes, how bad the shapes are, like there's kind of a lot of Kanchan and stuff in that hand, so it might be more inclined to keep those pairs around. I mean, worst cases you just have to fold. So I'm sorry.
Remy has finally found a Tenpai.
Yeah, beautiful.
Waiting
This
on the
is
6-so and 9-so. Oh
oh well,
no! Because of that, the South became Genbutsu, and
yeah,
Izuka just threw it right away.
yeah. That's unfortunate. Yeah, that's really
Oh
bad. Oh my god.
God!
Yep, that 18K. Yeah, I mean, it would be if it was not Honitsu, it would have been 12K. It wouldn't be that different. Um, just to really harp on that efficiency question.
Yeah, well, I mean, it worked. It worked out for her
Yeah,
there.
definitely. Yeah, I mean, like we say, Len is a demon, plays by different rules than we do.
And I don't know if I would be more frustrated as Izuka or as Remy at this point here. I mean, Remy has been dealt now another beautiful hand.
Hmm.
Let's see if he's able to get one to actually stick.
Hmm.
But once again, Remy and Lin with the dueling Haku.
Hmm. Yeah, and yeah, Remy like not really being able to get much done this game, getting a lot of cheap hands for the most part. Even that last hand wasn't worth that much. Uh, so yeah, that can happen, especially in
And
these
Lin
tourney
now,
games.
is Lin pushing another Honitsu? Like, why throw away the 8-so there? And then why throw away the
Um,
6-peen instead of the Hatsu and the Chun? Like, I feel like the Hatsu
hmm.
and the Chun are fine. If someone takes it and wins a cheap hand, I would be more than happy. But
Um,
here's the backfire.
well, I guess you could argue that it's fine to have these three pairs and there's five shapes here. Maybe just playing kind of defensively, having such a big lead.
Yeah, but
Hmm.
she'd be Ishanten.
Maybe not wanting to give Yakuhai to Remy, sensing that that there's Yakuhai over there.
Yeah, that he did. And at this point, like you might be scared of an Atazuke.
Yeah. It's not really that scary. I guess it could be. It could. Well, no. I was gonna say for a second it could be like a Honitsu, but there's that too. So as the very first discard.
Well, the bigger problem is she can't see any of the 5-so. No one
Yeah.
can.
Yeah.
Izuka and
Mm,
Fomotaku each have some in hand. Fomotaku just drawing a second. Although Fomotaku's hand's kind of awkward. 4 pairs,
mm,
but a completed shape in Peen. So, like, if you do draw a 5th pair,
yeah.
you feel kind of
Yeah,
icky. There's the Hatsu,
yeah,
and there's Tenpai. 6-9 so wait for Remy.
yeah. I feel like Len is playing this really in a really cagey fashion, not wanting to give anything up, and yeah, doesn't know what to discard here. Um,
I mean, I
yeah, the
feel like the
chin.
Hatsu would have been fine. They're all gone.
Oh yeah, yeah. The Hatsu is totally safe. Yeah, maybe keeping the Hatsu around for extra safety later. The chin was also fine to discard.
Was it?
Well, I mean, it had just been discarded by Izuka. I mean, I guess. I mean, it seemed pretty safe to me.
Yeah, well, I mean, but that discard was before.
Hmm.
Well, Remy has a decision to make here. Yep, is switching the weight from 6-9 to just the 6-so to incorporate the 5-so Dora into hand.
Hmm. Now, Len finally in Ishanten here. I don't expect that Len will get into Tenpai. Probably just drop out of Tenpai. Doesn't know what to discard though. It runs out of time. Discards a 2.
Yeah, and now everybody but Lin and no, Fomotaku is still one away, but one away
Hmm.
from a very, very good hand. Has Toy Toy, South,
Hmm.
2 Dora.
Yeah, and yeah, Len just did not get as many folding tiles as she wanted to. I think is having some trouble here.
And Izuka is waiting on
Hmm.
the 7-mon. Nope,
Hmm.
that is not true. The 5
Oh,
mon. The 5.
and switching weights here, probably I assume to the 2-5.
Yeah, but I don't know. The
Oh yeah, the twos
twos.
are gone, huh?
I feel like I wouldn't switch weights, so that if I
Mm.
drew another 7-mon, then I would have an actual upgrade.
Yeah, yeah, that wasn't really. Yeah, given that the twos are gone, it's not really not really an upgrade to the weight. And there's the sick.
Yep.
Oh well.
The Champon would have been slightly better there.
Yeah, but I mean, regardless, Izuka doesn't really have a hand here. Two-han hand really needs something spectacular in this kind of situation.
Well,
Um,
would have had a Mongon. Well,
oh,
there's the
sumo.
5.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I mean that's the larger point there is rather than upgrading the weight, try and upgrade the value in whatever way you can in that situation.
All
Being
right,
so
and
far
now
behind.
Izuka's turn as dealer, and what does she get dealt? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 unique terminals and honors. The
Oh,
worst possible hand you could be dealt in ladder, and it's not much better in a tournament.
yeah, and honestly, like maybe go for Kokushi. I'm not sure what it. I don't know. I guess there's a chance of winning on the Yakuhai here.
Yeah, but since there are a pair of Souths, I think that would have been my thought process as well. Try and
Mm,
force a King Honitsu and
mm.
just open like absolute mad.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, this makes sense. There's not terrible shape. That like you got the 4-6-7-7. It's reasonable to imagine getting into Tenpai here and getting another dealer turn. So probably better to take this course than to go wild on trying to get Kokushi.
And has drawn the third South.
Hmm. But but I also feel like I mean South 2 one dealership has a chance to get all these points. I don't know. It's hard to. I feel like going for Kokushi here might be just as good as a long shot. Because it's going to be what it might be, the chance might be like 5% or something, starting with 8, but it's still five
I mean,
percent.
it's worse than that. I mean, even with 9, the likelihood's like 2% in 4
Oh,
player.
oh, is it? I didn't realize it was
Yeah,
that low.
it's really really bad.
I've gotten it starting with like 7 before, I think. So,
Yeah, because you're a lunatic.
um,
But I like what Izuka is doing here and like
mhm,
keeping the efficient tiles
mhm,
because she really just needs a win. Even if she's only able to win 1 or 2 fairly
mhm,
cheap hands,
mhm.
1 or 2 fairly cheap hands will be better for her in the tournament overall. Lin now taking the chi going towards an all simples.
Yeah.
Ooh, and Fomotaku taking the pawn. Is that Tenpai? Not
Yeah.
quite.
And
That's Tenpai though for
yeah.
Remy. 2-peen, 5-peen.
Yeah, it looks like kind of surprising that Izuka's hand developed so nicely. But I mean, the bad hands also tend to improve faster. And
All right, waiting on the 5-peen.
oh yeah, we got two Kanchan weights going on here.
Remy had a chance to switch up from the 2 5-peen weight to a 3-peen 1-so Shenpon,
Mm-hmm.
but elected not to.
So if you had a chance to pawn the 7-pin, would you take that? Switch weight to single weight
As whom?
as Izuka.
But
So
it's the same weight. Why would you devalue your hand for the exact same weight?
that doesn't devalue your hand. That makes it that makes it toy toy.
Oh, you're saying pawning the 7 and discarding a 4 or 6. Well, now I would definitely discard the 6-peen. I see what you're asking.
Yeah.
I was not understanding. Oh god, there's the 2 though. Which would have come out either way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, Izuka just not having a good game. um,
Remy, though, finally getting a win. No Yakitori for Remy.
yeah, gotta feel bad for Izuka here. Not making like huge mistakes or anything, but just getting hit over and over again.
It wasn't Lin this time, though, so
Yep.
maybe a little bit of solace in that.
And
And this
Homitaka
is
having pretty nice hand here.
yeah, which is good because Fomotaku does still need 20,000 points to overtake Lin, so dealer turn is basically the last chance to do that.
And if you were in Izuka's position here, what do you? I guess you go for like Ipeco Junchan or something. Like, there's not much you can do.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'd go for. I'd go for Ipeko Junchan.
But even that, it's like I guess if you like, if you need to like hit Remy Fool with a Hanuman or something, like really hard to make a difference here.
I mean, if you're able to put together Ipeko,
Mm-hmm.
Junchan, Ricci, Sumo, that's a Hanuman. That would be a 15,000 point gain on
Mm-hmm.
Remy. I wouldn't have thrown away that 3-peen though for sure because adding
Mm-hmm.
Samshoku to the hand would have been huge. Then I would have been willing to
Yeah,
open it.
yeah. I think this 5-6 here basically worthless. I mean, like you could get a Ricci hand here and get like and maybe add Dora in there. Maybe you can manage to get it up to a Mangan, maybe, which should not be useless. But I mean, I feel like you really need to get whatever value you can and try and get that Hanuman. Just given the limited amount of time left.
Fumitaku is
Mm-hmm.
Ishanten for Samshoku here though on the
Mm-hmm.
4-5-6.
Oh yeah, pretty nice. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I know. Yeah, got the Samenshan with this pair on the end. Very nice shapes.
Remy Remy is hard pushing for Chitoy. Is throwing away the complete 1-2-3 shape. Or maybe
Mm-hmm.
not throwing away the entire shape. Just throwing away the 3-so out of that complete shape.
Yeah,
Because of the 5 pairs. I imagine we'll toss the 2-peen or the 2-so now.
yeah. Maybe hold on to that Dora, trying to get a cheat toy that has Dora in it.
Yeah, well, I mean, Chitoy Dora 2,
Yep.
Ricci, Chitoy Dora 2, Sumo, again, a very
Yeah.
nice, cozy way to try and catch
Yeah.
up to Fomotaku.
Oh, and look at that. That's
And got it.
wait on
Do
the
you
one.
complete Ricci?
That
Yeah, this is dangerous because I did not
yeah.
expect somebody going 3-so, 2-so, 2-peen to be waiting on the 1-so.
Yeah. So yeah, I feel like this is a fine Ricci to take because it adds so much value. Um
We also see this uh, on the exact same turn. Fomotaku was able to chi the 6-so
mhm,
and has cemented the 4-5-6 on Shoku in hand, waiting on the 5-peen,
mhm.
and broke the Apatsu in the process of making that call. So I wonder if Fomotaku would have made that call even if it had not of broken Apatsu.
Mhm. Um,
Because
so
dealing into Remy Fool would be really bad here.
yeah, and yeah, and honestly, Homotaku doesn't really have that great a chance of really changing things significantly at this stage. Certainly could. Gonna switch to Champon White here. Yep. But yeah, just to comment on this, on reaching on this cheat. If you don't reach this, the value is going to be 6,400, and that's all it's ever going to be. Well, I guess on Natsumo it would be 8,000. But if you reach, you can also get the Ura in there, so you could get a Baimon. So I think it makes
There's the one,
it.
so yes, and it comes out. Oh man, that's huge for Remy.
Yeah, that's pretty massive. Yeah, gonna steal that second place. Maybe steal first in this last round here. Possible.
No Ura,
Yeah, just 8,000.
but
So
still, that is a reversal.
yep, definitely. Yeah, and that I guess yeah that extra like 1,600 points did make a difference, doesn't it? I guess actually it still would be ahead without that. If it had just been the Forhan 25 Fu hand worth 6,400.
But since there's no Agarayame, that does give Remy the chance to potentially exit Tenpai safely
Right.
to
Yeah.
maintain second, should they
Yeah.
choose. Let's switch over to Remy.
Oh yes. Thank you. Yeah, having that 3,000 point lead, I mean, yeah, I can just step out of Tempai, not worry about losing 3,000 points. I guess actually that would be an issue if Homotaku is in Tempai and everyone else is except Remy. Then they would still second back. So
That is the only way
yeah,
it would work out.
yeah. So that is a concern, but it is certainly like less of a concern than it would be otherwise if there were less of a gap. Um,
And with the two Dora in hand is opening here.
yeah, and I wonder what do you do if you are Izuka here? Like, how do you like? Basically, you have to go for it for a Yakuman, and that's the only thing that's really going to. Or I mean, you could just go for some significant amount of points just to reduce the amount you lose as in fourth place. But yeah, it's kind of a tough situation.
Yeah, well, because you don't want to deal in and lose more points.
Yeah. Yeah, so I feel like you kind of go. If it were me, I'd be going for some kind of long shot like Suanko or something, but keeping safe tiles around. And this Tenpai doesn't really like accomplish that much. I mean, I guess Izuka winning this hand will prevent a deal in, but I mean, also just folding prevents a deal in. So
Ooh boy, Remy, Remy lining up a good
mm-hmm.
hand here.
And maybe get this 3-sided weight on a 5-5-5-6. Very nice weight.
But Izuka, I bet, takes this off of Lin. Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, gets that double wind, and not quite going positive. Not that it makes a difference.
Yeah, just. I mean, that's going to be 2.6 points that she might need later.
Yeah, it's certainly it's not totally worthless, but yeah, certainly it's a situation where you can go a little wild. I think trying to get a big hand. Yeah, that was a pretty interesting game. I hope that Izuka makes a comeback here and shows these masters a thing or two.
The Masters and the Devil.
Yeah, the masters and the demon.
To be clear, Lin herself jokes about being Satan. So like
Yes.
us saying this is really like in line with her own beliefs about herself. Just so that
Yes.
no one thinks that we're shit talking her.
Yeah. Yes. We're saying what Lynn self describes as a demon, so no one can fault us. 30 seconds to go. I think they may just be playing two games here, so this may be the last game for today. Oh, and Don Lapez in the chat. I haven't really been looking at the chat. Kind of got a bad habit of ignoring it.
Yeah, I have had it up And even still, Remy, who was a player in the game, answered Don Lappa's question before I saw it. Although it was after their game would have ended, so Remy just stopped in between games.
Yeah, and it's 5 minutes behind anyway, so I don't think there's really an issue.
It would have to be a really long hand for the hand to go 5 minutes.
Yeah. I guess the only issue is if we were giving relevant commentary or something. Oh, Izuka opening right away for Yakuhai. Can fit in Dora as well, so maybe just go for like a two-han hand here. I guess some chance of Sanshoku, sort of. Probably not.
Remy dealt kind of another unexciting hand.
Yeah. I kind of get the feeling like Izuka is going to win this one, having such a fast hand to start with, but we'll see.
Well, I don't know how fast it actually is. I mean, those shapes are not fantastic. It's kind of
yeah,
a leg.
Penchon. I don't know. I just
And
like.
she's forced to hone the 5-so.
Yeah, actually, yeah, that's still like. Hold on, it's 2 away, right?
Yeah, it's 2 away.
But with the Penchon in there, makes it kind of bad.
I can't
But
really
we'll
decide
see.
who I feel like Lin probably has the closest hand at this point,
Hmm.
as far as considering the
Oh,
efficiency of and especially with the 7-so draw.
very nice draw. Yes, that's exactly what was needed. And having this 6, 7, 7, 8, that's very nice. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 nice shapes. Kind of missing a pair, but it's fine.
Is 2 away.
Yeah, 2 away, but with shapes this nice, may as well be 1 away. Who cares?
Oh, and Remy getting a very good upgrade. Has made some nice draws the past couple rounds. Is now 2 Shanten as well.
Yeah, and Len having some very nice complex so shapes here. That little 2 hanging off.
So he really wants to draw the the 6-mon would be the really clutch draw here. That would put her
Yeah,
Tenpai for Richi, Penfu, Doratu,
Ipeco.
Ipeiko. Fumutaku going Dama here on the 3-mon and 4-so weight, but can't win it.
Yeah, maybe wants to upgrade out of a Champon on. Maybe doesn't like the Champon on simples.
I imagine if they draw into a Kanchan that is, especially if it's on the 4-so with the using the 4-so, I do imagine that they would take it.
Well, why is that exactly? I wouldn't feel like that's any better than the Champon. If they were waiting, for
Well,
example, on the 5.
that I mean, they would take the Ricci either on the Champon or the Kanchan. The Champon is now worse since one of the 4-so is absent. Ooh,
Oh wait, what is this? Is weight on the 6-9?
7-pin. Yeah. No, just the 7-pin.
Oh yeah. Oh okay, yeah. I misread this. Yeah, 7, 8, 9, 8, 9. Yeah. It's the worst version of this shape.
This is one of those awkward hands. Oh, Izuka Suna. You were right
Yeah.
from the very start. Although everyone else was able to get to Tenpai, what with
Yeah.
it taking so long, other than Lin.
Yeah. I guess my feeling was opening on the Yakuhai and having kind of shapes ready to fill in made it look fast to me, even if some of the shapes were not ideal. Because everyone else basically was keeping their hand closed at that stage.
Fumutaku, a great second draw, is now 2 away and can open on the tune.
Yeah, this is very nice. kind of a cheap hand, but
Rennie's Ishanten.
dropping the 5 pin. It's next to the Dora. One way to get a little bit of value from this hand is dealer.
Well, Honitsu, if you want to be able to open on the west.
Right. Yeah. I guess 1, 2, 3, 4. But I mean, you could drop if you want to go for Honitsu, you could drop the 6, 8, and keep the 5.
It would be. It's more efficient to keep the 6-8 around, I think, since you can draw the 7-mon and decrease your
Yeah,
Shanten.
yeah. I get you could just get a Ricci hand. Eh, it's fine.
But is in good position now, although Lin
Hmm.
is doing Lin things over there.
Yeah.
Has a Sankan. The 3579 has 3 Dora, has 3 fours, 2 sevens. Yeah, there's the open.
Yeah, and this is gonna be
One away.
one away for the Kanshan wait.
But the 7 so aren't going to come out of Lin's hand. There's another 3.
Yeah, but the nice thing is no need to reach or anything, and lot of upgrades possible here with these shapes.
Oh yeah, for sure. I don't think
Hmm.
I'd call Pen on the 6 though, and neither does
Yeah.
Remy. Or no, this is
Yeah.
Momotaku.
I'm not sure about that pawn. Hmm. Yeah, it just doesn't really doesn't really work here. Just tears apart the hand. And that's Tenpai, is it not? No, 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 no.
Yep, it is waiting on the
It
7
is.
so.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
I would take the pawn though.
Oh, okay.
D-
That's 3-6 weight.
but the 6 are dead.
Yeah.
So just a wait on the 3s,
Yeah.
which the only person who would possibly discard it is Remy.
So this is kind of a bad way. It's also, you could think of it as a headless weight. Like you could drop this 2 off. I guess, but how would you do? Yeah, I guess it doesn't really work.
Yeah, not anymore. Well, if you drew a 5 or a
Yeah.
7, although the
Yeah.
7 would
Yeah.
be for a 10.
Yeah. But
Izuka is Tenpai on the east, but
mhm,
has no Yaku currently.
mhm,
Was really hoping to make a 1-2-3 Sanshoku, but drew the 4 mon instead.
mhm.
And is tossing away the Tenpai instead of tossing away the dangerous 5 so.
Oh.
Yeah, Lin taking the
This is
Sumogiri Richi.
really scary.
Lin decided that if she was willing to toss out the 9 so.
Yeah, these oh, got that Ipatsumo. But yeah, lens discards here.
What the hell?
These discards are so scary given like people got to be worried about these Doras.
Jesus.
Sananka, oh my god. Jesus Christ. What's wrong with you?
The Apatsu giving Lin the Baimon, and Lin.
Yeah, this is
Once
what
again,
we called it. Like
we did.
we knew this was going to happen. Ah, boy. But
I feel like Lin was the person who said they might need to go eat food after these 2 games and might not be able to
yeah.
play a 3rd.
Well,
And I wonder if she's gonna kind of be feeling it, like, hey, let's go again.
Homotaco, I think, also just wanted to play 2 games. So, but we'll see. Maybe we'll decide to play. It is kind of nice to just play all 3 games in a row and have it be done with.
My problem is less like with 3 Hanchan. I feel like separating it out into 2 and 1.
Mm-hmm.
Playing 2 games is a very good amount of Mahjong.
Mm-hmm.
Playing 1 game just feels disjunct.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm fine with it because the nice thing about 1 game is that like it's really easy to fit it in between other things. So you can kind of you could it's a lot easier to say, well, we can get that taken care of during the week or something like that if you're just doing 1 game. Seems like that
Yeah, that
happens
is
a
true.
lot. Maybe Izuka will just get maybe Pinfu here. Kind of. I guess there's some possibility of Itsu.
Bomotaku, are
Mm-hmm.
they Tenpai?
Mm-hmm.
7, 8, 9. Oh no, yeah, they have a 6. They have a 6 P in hand, so they're 1 away. They are a perfect 1 away, actually.
I'm watching Izuka because I want Izuka to get a comeback.
There's a 3rd 5 so.
Yeah.
Could take the single weight Ricci.
And waiting, yeah, that's pretty cheap is the issue.
Yeah, I'm wondering if I would have taken that. I might have tried to force Itsu.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's pretty hard. it's already like halfway through this round. Like I would think maybe you want to get more value than that than just Ricci onlys. Like it's pretty weak, but also Izuka's in second place. It's Ace 3 and it's not too scary. I like there was an early discard of the Dora Yakuhai there. I think it's kind of fine. It's just disappointing to not be able to get more value than that. But it's Ricci. Maybe can get Sumo Ura. Sumo
Ura-san.
Ura-san. Yep. Jinx.
There is one Forso left. Will Lin push a dangerous 3-peen or 8-peen here? Nope. Play safe.
Hmm.
Owataku
Oh,
has drawn
that
R4-7.
chin. That chin,
Yeah,
pretty scary.
With only one discarded,
Mm-hmm.
when one was discarded first row, and then there's a Ricci in the second, I'm always like, man, they gotta be waiting on this, right? But there, it comes out, so now
I
Lin can
mean,
discard it safely.
honestly, I wouldn't be that scared that it deals in, but the consequences of it dealing in would be too scary to consider.
All of the 7
Mm-hmm.
mon have been drawn, but
Mm-hmm.
Fomataku has just been playing safe tiles ever since that first 7-peen drop.
Right.
And Remy is doing the same, so we're not going to see either of those come out. No Under
Yeah.
the Sea for Izuka, unfortunately.
That one so is pretty
Tenpai?
safe.
This is Tenpai, yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that was Tempai actually. Oh, hold on. But they could have also dropped the one so.
Yeah, the one so was Suji.
Mm-hmm. And was
Remy also,
resetted
I
away.
would like to point out the move that Remy just made.
Mm-hmm.
On Lin's discard, Remy called Pon, even
Mm-hmm.
though it did not get him the Tenpai,
Mm-hmm.
just to keep Izuka from getting the final draw. So there's your Master 3 level play that we were
Yep.
talking about earlier.
Yep. Yeah, that's the kind of thing that I never really think about is the final draw and stuff like that.
And Lin, of course, does not take the Pon on the 8-so because she's inevitably going to push this into a Honitsu.
And Izuka having a really terrible hand. We'll see what happens with that though. Got the South.
Remy's hand, on the other hand, is very nice. The 5-mon being kind of a skipping shape with the 1, 2, 3.
Yep.
And having that San Minchan and So, there's
very nice shapes aside from this little hanging 8-mon there, but can't complain. And maybe get a Sanshoku could happen.
Fomataku is 1 away with 2 Dora. It would be Riki Dora 2. There's no other Yaku in hand. And the problem is, like, it's a pretty much guaranteed bad weight.
Yeah, but that is, I mean, Rishi plus 2 Dora is pretty valuable, especially with the score situation as it is.
And there's the Haku for Lin.
Mm-hmm. Oh, going for a nice Onitsu here. I mean, very very close to this this 2-sided weight on the 7779. The Kanki weight.
Is that its actual name, or is that just you making a very neat little pun?
I believe that is an actual name. At least I think I've heard Hugh use that. Maybe someone else as well. Yeah, the Kanki, the Yankee, and the Penki, I guess, is another one. Is it?
Now Panky sounds really sus. I gotta say. Ooh, well, no, I guess nothing really would change with that. You can't force this into any sort of chanta.
Mm-hmm.
It's still gonna be the 3-peen, 6-peen weight no matter what.
Could get no, can't get anything. Can get the 3 Han Honitsu.
can get the 3 Hon Honitsu and continue building this lead. Has now eclipsed 50k.
Yep.
We'll see if Lin will take another shot at 60.
Oh, look at that. That garbage.
Starting with 3 Dora 9P.
Not a very good hand though, but yeah. would
Which
be
is very
really.
lucky for everyone else.
I feel.
Izuka
Mhm.
has to disrupt this.
I feel like this is a situation where you're like you really desperately want to draw Yakuhai here as a second Yakuhai.
Oh yes.
Because that would absolutely change the feel of this hand. Once you can open it like that, then yeah.
Which is unfortunate for Izuka once
Oh,
again, because that means that Lin's probably going to be holding on to the Hatsu for a bit.
this hand is actually not bad. It's still lacking shapes, but it's way better than it was 3 tiles ago.
Yeah,
There's another shape.
Yeah, that's this hand getting more and more dangerous.
Yeah, so we were saying you really wanted to draw Yakai, or you just really want to draw like perfect tiles every turn.
Yeah.
Either way.
But Remy is Ishanten. Izuka has now is now able to make a call.
Mm-hmm.
The only issue here is you are now, whether you know it or not,
Mm-hmm.
in a desperate race with Lin.
Mm-hmm.
And there's the 3-mon that Remy needed, calling a fantastic Ricci waiting on the 3-6. The 6-mon would give Remy Itsu, and it
Mm-hmm.
already is Pinfu. Meanwhile, Fumitaku calls Ricci on the exact same weight for the exact same payment. Pinfu Itsu. What the hell?
I think Len just got paralyzed there and ended up dropping the 4-mon. Just could not figure out what to drop.
Well, honestly, that was a godsend for Lin. Because if Lin doesn't drop the 4-mon there, has to drop the 6-mon later, which would be a double Takame hit. Like, that would be horrific.
Yeah, pretty bad. And may actually, I mean, Len could conceivably win here.
Yeah, I mean, if Lin draws the third 6-mon, the other two can't win.
So yeah, this is an interesting situation because Len has so much potential value, but is folding.
But
Yeah,
Lin is folding.
yeah,
I mean, could go for Chi Toy still, honestly.
yeah. I feel like if it was easier, if it was earlier in the game, there'd be a lot more incentive for Len to try and win this hand, given the long term
Did you
ramifications.
say earlier in the game? It is East 3 home.
No, oh, earlier in the round, I mean, because it's almost the third.
I see.
It's almost the third row here, so there's not much chance of Len winning this hand,
Well,
no matter
Lin
what.
did draw the third 6-mon. I guess the other two players can win on the 3-mon still.
Mm-hmm.
But but we can see all 4 of the 3-mon. So unless Izuka or Lin drop it,
Mm-hmm.
which I don't think is gonna happen.
But yeah, I think this is an interesting thing in these tourney games with the way the scoring works. That like even though Len is way in the lead, got to be really tempted by increasing that score even further, and maybe pushing stuff that you maybe deal in on.
If it were one Ricci, I'm sure Lin would have pushed.
But two,
with how valuable that hand was. But
yeah.
against 2 Riccis in the first row,
yeah,
I mean, as we said, just kind of got frozen by them and ended up sumo gearing the 4-mon.
Yeah. Got some Honba and Rishi sticks gathered up in the corner. So people are going to be incentivized to go for some cheap hands here.
Yeah, 2,900 up for grabs. Mm-hmm. And Izuka with a very, very, very pretty hand.
Yep. Strong Itsu chances. Really want that 4-mon or 6 or 4-pin or 6-pin. But really, any hand would be fine with Richi Pinfu. Have a chance to get some some value as dealer.
And no one else's hand near as fast. Fumitaku and Lin both have a pair of Wests.
Dropping that Dora, I'm not. Maybe worth holding on to the Dora a little bit.
Yeah, especially with 2 Chun already out, I would have discarded the Chun first. Oh, interesting. Lin dropping the pair of West, allowing Fumitaku to open, and then Lin opening now for all simples.
So regarding dropping this Dora, like I feel like when you're this close to Tenpai, it totally makes sense to drop the Dora. So yeah, I think this is kind of an interesting question whether or not to drop the Dora there.
Well, I would have dropped the tune first, and
Mm.
by this point,
Mhm.
you might have dropped the Dora because it was disconnected. But if you drop the tune first and are
Mhm.
able to see,
Mhm.
if that Dora comes one turn earlier, you have Dora as your pair. Like
Mhm.
there's opportunity there.
Yeah, so yeah, kind of awkward here. Oh, yeah, I just gotta take this, I think.
Oh yeah, slam that orange button.
Yeah, it's just Pinfu. Pinfu Ricci. But add Sumo onto that, add one Ura, you got yourself pretty nice, tidy score.
Well, and you can't forget about the 2900 that was already in the middle
Oh,
of the table.
yeah, that too, yeah. So bring it up to a little bit higher. That would be Sumo plus Ura would just be hold on. That's 7700, yeah. Getting myself a little confused with the foo.
All right, Lin not
Oh,
taking Tenpai,
oh wait, no, that's
discarding
I'm sorry.
Lin. Yeah, Lin discarded the
Hmm.
unsafe 5 mon
Hmm.
instead of discarding the unsafe 5 peen. The 5 peen does look more
Hmm.
dangerous with the Ricci on the 3 peen. There's still one
Hmm.
7-so left in the wall. All the 4-so gone
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, it's also fine if this just goes too exhaustive as far as Izuka is concerned. Get another dealer turn.
Up the middle, up to 4200.
Yep, just do farm those Honba.
Fomotaku is Ishanten for Toy Toy now.
Hmm.
Could she discard the 4 peen, be Tenpai, but the 4 peen is not safe.
Yep, that's the rub. Yeah, I can very easily see Homotaku dealing in here. But yeah, I feel like if I were Homotaku, I would really not want to drop that four, and not really want it to not feel like it's worth the risk.
Now that five mon is safe, but Fomotaku, yeah, had to think about it for a second.
Hmm.
Lin now, after rejecting Tenpai earlier,
Hmm.
on her final draw, also has a shot to enter Tenpai and does elect to discard the 5 peen at this point.
Yep.
So
Okay.
there is now 4,200 points right in the middle, and
Hmm.
Izuka can make this hand very fast. Has a pair of Easts,
Oh.
although the same is true for Remy and Lin. Lin can open on the Norths, Remy can open on the Haku.
Mhm. So yeah, Izuka dropped that Dora right away. So I think something that is not may not be clear is that there's no tips on, so so it's easy for Izuka to drop that, like I often do, have the first tile drop be the Dora, just because he didn't happen to look over in time. Oh,
That is a
nice
good
draw.
point. Yeah, beautiful draw.
Maybe end up with just with Ricci only with a pair of E's. Very likely to happen.
Nothing nothing wrong with
Yeah.
that. Although I would definitely take the headless if someone discards an East.
Yeah, may as well. Yeah, just take all of those Homba, take all of those Ricci sticks. Beautiful Ricci sticks in the corner. Oh,
And there's the Ricci only.
yep, very nice.
Waiting on 3-so and 6-so.
Yeah,
There are now as many Ricci sticks in the middle of the table as Honba.
yeah. And again, yeah, this could get a could get just get a Atsumo plus Ura. That would be I think that would be 340 fu, so that'd be 7700, I believe. That's a very possible very possible thing to happen. In addition to all those Ricci sticks.
A sumo would just be 30 fu. We have
Um.
the chase now
Oh
for
yeah,
Remy.
yeah. Roan would be 40. I'm sorry, I'm a dummy.
Remy has a 3-sided weight, but in Remy's Ipatsu turn, Fomotaku discards the 6-so,
Hmm.
which is safe against Remy.
Hmm. Oh,
Oh, two
two
Ura!
Ura. Oh yeah, got that 40 fu 3 Han after all. Well,
That's
that
massive. And now we enter Honba 5.
yep. The Humba farming continues. Starting out
Four
with 4
pairs.
pairs, yeah.
Alright, good.
Yeah, 4 pairs, but the
Discard,
shapes aren't bad.
yeah, discards Dora first, once again.
Yeah, Remy Fool starting out with a bunch of Mon tiles. See if they could easily go for like a Chinitsu there. We'll see if they do.
There's the second south.
Oh, now it's looking more like a 3-Han Honitsu. Yeah, that's what they're going for.
Yeah, you're gonna take it. I mean, with 5 Honba, that even though all the Ricci sticks are gone, that's still an extra 1,500 points. You're gonna take that.
Izuka now Ishan 10 for Chitoi. Thinking about pawning this though. Oh,
Takes it. Toss the 7 peen.
maybe also going for a Honitsu or Toy
It could
Toy.
be Honitsu, or it could just be forcing the Toy Toy.
Yeah, yeah. I would. Sorry.
I was just gonna say having the North in hand makes Toy Toy seem a little bit more reasonable, although with no
Yeah.
triples.
Yeah, having so many simple pairs, I feel like makes Toy Toy pretty rough here. Unless you like drew a triple first, I would think it's more likely. But yeah, it's a bit rough. I think. I would think Honitsu is more likely. Oh, nice draw for Honitsu.
Yeah, I definitely would have dropped the 5 peen there. So that you can pursue Honitsu.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think that this is something you need to keep in mind. You have to have that flexibility, even if you feel like you're going for Toy Toy. Stay open to a chance for the hand to mold into something else. Oh,
Yeah,
dealing
although
into the
Remy is
Honitsu.
going to win on the 5-8 on the 5 mon 8 mon weight there.
Nice little hand. Taking some Homba. Taking some Homba home.
Taking some Honba. Although as we enter the south round here, man, reaching second just seems like such a monumental task. For Remy, that's 20,000 points to get to second. For Fomataku, that's 30,000 points.
Yeah. With no red 5s, it's pretty hard to climb up that far, but certainly it can happen. I mean, one Hanuman hit is going to change everything around. So any single round can have some consequences.
Especially a Hanuman hit as dealer.
Right. Yeah. even a Mangan hit his dealer. If Remy hit if Mangi got if Remy got a Mangan, I somehow combine those words together. Mangan Sumo, like that alone would really like switch everything around.
Fomataku, though, has a blisteringly fast hand over there. If someone could just discard a south, Fomataku would be Tenpai with 2 Han.
Yeah, that double south. It's beautiful. It can also fit a door in there, get 3 Han.
Just making a little shift.
Yep.
But no one's even drawn it yet. Nobody's hoarding it. It's just
it just doesn't exist.
It just doesn't. Someone removed it from the game.
We got the third Dora there. Okay, that was actually Tenpai. Kind of wasn't watching Lynn's hand there.
2 mon 5 mon Ricci Dora 3.
So does anyone? It looks like nobody has those except for Remy having one of the 5s and 2 of the 2s being discarded already. Yeah.
And Remy discarding the 7 mon here. Fomataku now calling Ricci, waiting on the 3 peen and 6 peen.
Yeah, so that's it. Just another Ricci only hand. Maybe we'll get Ura like Izuka did.
Well, on the 6 peen it would be Ipeco.
Oh, right. Yeah, okay. Could get Ricci Ipeco. Ura 2 could get it manga. I'm expecting to see more Ura because they tend to come out in clusters, right? If you get Ura
Well, the only problem, it'd be very hard for Fomataku to get Ura, just because all of the tiles that they need to be indicators are gone.
Oh, all the ones that would give them multiple Ura.
Remy's in kind of a rough position. Yeah, Remy's just full folding. Fomataku does pull in the 3 peen though, so it will be Ricci only. Oh, does get 2 Ura though.
I told you they come in clusters.
The 3 peen is hanging out in there. The final 3 peen.
Yeah, stealing that 3rd place in South 2. Yeah, suddenly we're in South 2. Oh, look at this beautiful hand.
Beautiful. It has 4 pairs.
Well, it's got it may have 4 pairs, but it's got nice shape. I get this Ipeco shape in the middle is not great, but this looks good to me.
It's the pair. I'm telling you, it's a bias because of the pairs. You're blinded.
There's only 3 pairs in there. 1, 2, 3. Am I crazy?
Did a pair get discarded? Yeah, a pair got discarded. There were 2 8, so to
Oh,
discard
right,
the
right,
pair.
right, right, right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That doesn't count. 7, 8, 8, 9. That doesn't count.
A pair doesn't count if it's in the middle of something else.
Yeah.
Nakabukure therefore does not exist.
Well, if it was a 6, 8, 8, 7, or 6, 7, 7, 8, then that would count. But 7, 8, 8, 9 is garbage, so I don't count it. But this hand
Omitaku's
is
throwing away a repeat.
yeah, this hand is just not advancing though. We'll see.
Yeah, and again another hand that is Ishanten, but guaranteed bad weight.
Oh, Len got a nice draw there. Still a couple away. Izuka pretty close. Izuka's 1 away.
Yeah, Izuka
Yeah.
is 1 away and has 2 Dora and can
Mhm.
pawn the Souths.
Yeah, very nice situation, especially being pretty close to first in South 2. Be really nice to for Izuka to win this.
Oh yeah, and Lin now opening for all simples. So if Izuka is able to pull in that South,
Mhm. Mhm.
either with a pawn or by drawing, this could be really dangerous for Lin being open
Mhm.
against a big hand from Izuka.
Kind of interesting discard of the 9 mon there. I'd be tempted to discard the 4-so just in case I keep on drawing more and more mon tiles. I guess it's the second row. I don't know.
Yeah,
Like,
I feel like the 9 mon could have helped the hand wiggle around some.
mhm.
Lin is now Tenpai, waiting on the 5 pin and 8 pin.
Mhm. Yeah, and that'd be very nice for
Ooh, that's
Len
not
to.
good.
Oh,
Izuka drew a second 8 pin and could not use both in hand, so
yeah.
an
That's a
unfortunate deal in.
yeah, it's a very minor hit. The big cost there is the opportunity cost. Could have grabbed first there with a
Yeah,
bit of
well, I
luck.
mean, it's made less minor by the fact that Lin is the person in first. So really, you could think of
Yeah,
that as a 4,000 point hit more than a 2,000.
yeah, yeah. That's true. Yeah. Um, but yeah, Izuka is going to be the final dealer, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. Could very
Oh,
easily steal first. Oh, and
there
Izuka's
is.
got a beautiful hand. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, is 1 away already. Well, that's not true. It's 2 away.
May as well be one. It has such beautiful shapes.
It has too many shapes.
Yeah, too many shapes, but they're all good shapes, so it's fine.
Not a bad shape to be found.
Keeping that 3.
Instead of the 9, well, I
Wanting
guess
to.
could pushing all simples, which
Yeah.
might be okay. I probably still discard the 3 mon
Yeah.
before the 9. So
Yeah, definitely like moving backwards in terms of the shapes in the hand, but eh.
it would be nice to put an
Yeah.
end to Lin's dealership.
Yeah. So being able to open is definitely an advantage, but the potential value you get from just getting a quick closed hand, taking a Ricci, you could potentially just by luck get a Mangan and just steal first that way. And maybe this is my bias to always want to go for that Ricci and for that chance to get some extra value.
I mean, everybody at the table here has really, really beautiful hands, and
Mhm.
everybody going for simples except Remy, who is holding on to those 2 Hatsu.
Mhm.
The the third of which is in Lin's hand currently.
Mhm. Okay.
But I mean, Fomitaku is Ishanten.
Yeah. If Isuka had kept that 9, it would not be too far from a Itsu.
That would just be 2 tiles off.
Oh,
It has another chance to keep it though.
oh. When it comes back to you, you got to keep it.
Well, I'd be keeping it too here because those so shapes could easily, well, according to what you draw in
Mhm,
Mon and Fiend, you could easily end up with Sanshoku as
mhm.
well.
I hope it's clear that I'm kidding when I say that. That if Utah comes back to you, you should keep it.
Does Izuka pawn this? Yes.
Okay, is that,
Yeah,
still one away, right?
indeed. Oh no!
Oh,
Lin, this is how many times has Lin done this? There have been so many occasions where a player started with two Yakuhai at the
mm,
very beginning of a hand.
mhm.
Lin obstinately held on to a single one for the entire round, and at the end of the second row, drew the pair. This is insane. Because like even if it's like okay, like you hold on to them just for the chance that you get them, like there's two other players who could have drawn the last one. Why is it always Lin? Izuka won an Atsuzuke all simples.
Yeah.
I just don't understand how Lin does that. Oh god.
Yeah, Izuka getting some nice hands here.
Senpai. Pawn. No! Izuka! That was it.
Yeah, I think Izuka's wanting to stay close here. Maybe waiting for the next East to come out, but yeah, I feel like he may as well take that.
Yeah, what value are you gonna add to this hand? It's already East Dora 1.
Yeah.
It's the last it is technically all last. If someone else is able to beat you to Tenpai,
Mhm.
you're out. Yeah, I do feel like you have to take that East call there.
Yeah. I mean, I guess the potential benefits you get are from like getting Ura or being able to draw it yourself, but definitely like just taking that immediate tempi, very valuable. Um,
Especially like when you talk about drawing it yourself, there
mm,
is only one left. Like,
yeah, yeah, it's very unlikely, very unlikely. It is an advantage though. That's why I'm mentioning it. It's just a very
well, it's an
small one.
advantage if you draw it,
Yeah.
but I don't think it's something that you should consider, like thinking about. Not in Izuka's position. If you're
Right.
Remy, maybe, or
Mm,
no, if you're Fomotaku, maybe, because you're in third, you're a long way out, you really need value. But
mm,
as Izuka,
mm.
who isn't really going to be able to make this a Mongon not efficiently.
Could also draw like the seven pin or something. I could get into tempi without opening. But we'll see. Like
I mean,
Izuka
but
has
look,
just
but this is the problem, right? Like this hand is so inefficient because of the shapes. We're in the
Mhm.
middle of the second row, and she has drawn nothing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's yeah, that's helpful at least.
That is
Changes it to
the
a
first
perfect.
true
Oh
upgrade.
shit.
Discards it.
Yeah, I think Izuka just ran out of time there. Maybe we should just take that.
Yeah, go Atsuzuke.
Yeah, and if nothing else, it's Tempai. Hmm.
Takes that chi though, and is tossing away her precious easts and forcing
Yeah,
a Tanyao instead.
yeah, yeah.
And
Really regretting not taking that East at this point. I think.
there is Fomotaku is only waiting on the three peen. So Izuka has a shot here. That's a bad wait.
That was technically Tempai, not a Tempai that can win, but I think maybe Yuki is watching now. But I'm sure Yuki is not going to join us in commentary. But yeah, that's really unfortunate. Just that East, just that last East, just never came out. Just in the wall, it looks like, or one of the very last tiles.
Remy now has chased Fomotaku.
Yeah, like not much else to do really.
Yeah, I mean there's no Yaku in hand. So you have to win it to overtake third.
Oh, and upon that, and see what the discard is.
Has to pawn it at this point. Which does she? She
Made the right
discards the
choice.
16.
But might discard that 7, so still, we'll see. Oh, okay, looks
Did
like
not.
managed to avoid dealing in there. Keep the dealership. Steal points from Len. That's exactly who Yuzuka wanted to steal points from, so that's actually pretty helpful. More helpful than winning, probably. So that worked out. Somehow.
Yeah, it's now only 6,000 points behind.
Yeah. This getting this Cheetah hand. Would be really nice to get that east. I guess I mean if Iisuka gets the Yakuhai, it'll also already be Ishanten for Chitoi. You really don't want to see Chitoi when you're in this situation where you just really need to win some small
Yeah,
amount of points.
when you want to win fast. Although Izuka has already turned down the fast win, so
Mhm.
might be less of a concern for her.
But,
Yeah, might just push the simples hand again here.
yeah, building some shapes. It's kind of slowly. It's almost the end of the first row. Oh, there's the fifth pair. So could any second now could get that tempai and just go into Dama. Oh,
Ooh.
or how about Toy Toy?
Yeah, I mean, you're 2 away from Toy Toy.
Yeah. The thing is that it's kind of a Schrodinger's cat thing because as soon as somebody drops the thing that you can pawn, that'll put you in one away. So it's kind of like being in one way at the same time. Or maybe I'm
No,
crazy to think about it
what
that way.
no, what you just described is improving your hand, which is how you always decrease your Shanten. Like
Well,
that's
well, I'm
just
saying
always the
okay.
case.
Okay, well, you have it. So you're in a position where you can decide whether to open and go for Toy Toy or stay closed and go for something else. So at the decision point is when you're going to go into Ishanten.
Fomotaku is in some pretty serious danger here. The 3-peen and the 4-peen both deal into Remy,
Mm-hmm.
and they can't all be used in their hand.
Oh,
There
another
it is.
triple. Okay.
Bye, bye, Threeso. Deuces.
Yep. So, okay, yeah, Ishanten for Toy Toy with 2 Dora. Or Suwanko. How about Suwanko? You haven't seen one of those yet. Oh,
Lin drew the 4-peen
so many. So
and
this
was able
is.
to discard the 1-peen.
Hold on.
I mean, you could discard. No, you can't.
Yeah.
You're
So okay. So that was a weird Ishanten for Chitoi, where you
yes.
where an Ishanten that accepts like every tile that isn't currently in the hand. Okay, well that's the end. I was just baffled by that for a second for some reason. That Ishanten for Chitoi. Like, wait, how is this? How?
Ishanten for Chitoi, in which every single tile gets you to Tempai,
Yeah,
unless you already have a pair of it.
yeah. Very. It's like a. It's like a Sierpinski set or something like that, like an uncountable set. I don't know what's with the weird math metaphors and stuff today. Math and physics metaphors.
But Len gets another huge first.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So yeah, Len got first in both games here today.
Yeah, is already at plus 80.
So yeah, now Len. Okay, Len stole my spot. How dare she?
Yeah, by
Wait,
quite a bit.
wait, hold on. It says I'm still. That's not true. That can't be true. That's wrong, right? Um.
Yeah, that's super wrong. I mean, Len has plus 80.
Oh, because Len hasn't played 3 games.
Oh, so but why would that? Does it not start counting until you've played 3?
I don't know. I
I
don't
mean,
know
you
how this works. It says that I'm number one, so I'm still number one as far as I'm concerned.
go out and come back into it.
God damn it! I
I
don't
don't,
want to. I don't want to.
you're second
Oh
now.
my god! How dare you?
Take that. You have been
I
deflamed.
really thought that I was still first. Oh my god. Okay.
It was the refresh.
All right. Well, I think that's well. Let's check. They might. Let's. I guess they're not doing another
They're not.
game.
They
Okay.
are not playing the other game. They are going to be playing tomorrow, probably.
Well, that was fun. Yeah. Thanks for joining me for commentary, Ennui, or thank me for joining you, rather. I should say.
Well,
Um.
it's your stream, so thank you for letting me join.
Okay. We'll agree to disagree on that. But yeah, it was fun. I think that we will head out now, and maybe tomorrow we'll do some more streams if we can.
Yeah,
But
you said you were going to stream my games, right?
yeah, maybe depends.
I cannot stream my games,
Yeah.
so if my games are to be streamed, it will be by you. But there's
Right.
a lot of tournament games happening tomorrow, so a lot of
Yeah.
opportunities.
Yeah. So yeah, maybe if we can, we'll stream some of those, and it'll be fun. So thanks everybody for joining us. See you later.
Deuces.